And welcome back to Atlantic Corp videos. Today's Atlantic Corp video comes to us from Dion Knight, who asked the question, what Atlantic Corp do Ratchet and Clank belong into? And I'm kind of doing something I've never done on this series before. I'm only giving you one Lantern Corps. Now, why am I only giving you one Lantern Corps? Well, to be honest, I was going through these, and Ratchet and Clank are kind of like the standard heroic pair, all that, good-natured guys, fun-loving, all that. Clank is obviously more machine, obviously, so it's a bit more, he works a bit differently than Ratchet, but together they work very well together. But that lends itself to a problem in that there's not a lot of personality to really be looking at emotions here. So what I'm basically just going to do is go down the list and explain why certain Lantern rings didn't work. So let's work at life. They're alive. That's really your only qualifier. They're trying to stay alive. Sure, they're trying to save people, I guess, but that really isn't. They're not life. They're not white Lantern rings. They're not. Black, neither of them has died, really, so you can't really say they could be qualified as black. They're also not like worshippers of death. They're not encompassed in death, so black doesn't work. Let's skip ahead over to a couple other ones, just keep it random. Fear. Now, I did consider fear, but it's more that the villains of these games are just hate these guys. They're not afraid of them, they just hate them. Now, they are worried that they are going to ruin their plans 100%. It's not like they don't have any sort of wariness about them, but I don't think fear is a really good Lantern Corps for either of these guys. Hope. You could make an argument maybe for hope that they do inspire some hope, but I don't know. They also need to hold on to their own faith, and because you have two different individuals here, and they both clash with each other, it's very hard to, I mean, they work well together also, but they would also clash, certainly, ideology and all that. It's really hard for me to basically say that, hope is very good. They're not greedy. I mean, yeah, the guy collects stuff, but they're not greedy individuals, really. So avarice doesn't work. Compassion, you can maybe make an argument for compassion on Clank's side, but definitely not, and maybe Ratchet's, because they obviously care about people enough to try to help them. So, I mean, now that I say it out, now that I am actually saying that out loud, because the basis of any of these games is to go help the people, save the people and all that from the evil, because you wouldn't save someone if you didn't care. So, in that regard, I guess an indigo ring could work. I suppose. But then you get Sapphire. I don't know if they have any love interests, and even if they do, I don't know if that's what drives them. So, I can't say Sapphire. Rage is also just a no-go. They're not driven by rage. I mean, they probably have some grudges, sure, but it's not something that drives them. So the only other Lantern ring or Lantern Corps that really works at all, and it's cop-out, but it's green. It's the Green Lantern Corps. Because they're the heroes of the story. They got to overcome great odds. I'm sure they face very scary things from time to time. So, and to be Green Lantern, you have to have high willpower and overcome great fear. There you go. It's kind of what you do in a game in a nutshell. But the thing the Indigo ring isn't a bad choice either. My money, though, still goes for the Green Lantern ring. Boring, predictable, perhaps. But it's the most likely, in my opinion. But to be fair, I really didn't play a lot of Ratchet and Clank growing up. So maybe you guys out there know the characters a lot better than I do. And if you do, let me know if you think any of the other rings do fit them better than, say, just the Green Lantern or even the Indigo ring. But for my money, it's a Green Lantern ring, with Compassion falling a close second. But what do you think ultimately? It is just my opinion. Put yours in the comments below. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you folks